Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm AndyRC and today I'm just doing a quick video because we have Storm Doris out there, and you know a storm is serious when they start giving it names. Apparently 90 mile per hour plus winds and all sorts of chaos. It is crazy out there, so I can't do any flying today. However, I do have some news and I'll do some unboxings of stuff that I'm going to be reviewing on the channel. But first of all, I want to start off with the Taranis Plus. Now, I did a review of the QX7 Taranis, and I mentioned that Banggood were listing the Taranis Plus on there without a receiver for just £148, something like that, which makes it very attractive now because you tend to just get your receiver separate anyways. So I don't know how long that listing is going to last, but I'll put a link in the description. I've already gone and got one. You can get it in mode 2 or mode 1, and I've gone and got a spare one because this one I've got here, I keep it as the European firmware and it's a little bit of a pain, so I want to get one to convert to an international version depending on what they send, so I went and got one of those. Like I said, I don't know how long that listing's gonna last. I hope it is for a while because this is a great transmitter, and £148 for it with a battery I think is a great deal. So as I mentioned, I've got some things to unbox and show you what is going to be coming up on the channel, so let's get to that. First of all, we have this guy. The box is huge, so struggling to get it on camera here. This is the Eachine Falcon 210 Pro. This is the RTF version with the NAS 32 control board. So let's just take a quick look at this guy, see what you get. So yeah, it's a 210 sized quadcopter from Eachine. It comes with a i8-6, so that is PWM there. Interesting how they've mounted that there. And you also get a Fly Sky transmitter as well. So look out for a full review of this coming up on the channel. Next I have this guy. This is the Eachine Micro Skyhunter. Now, I've been wanting to do more plane stuff on the channel, but space is a problem for me when it comes to planes. But this one, look at this, micro, and I hear great things about it. And I was also thinking as well, I'd like to know some answers to this in the comments. I have a Vector that I haven't used, which is basically a autopilot system, and I'm wondering if it's possible to stick a Vector on this and have a little micro autonomous plane. So let me know in the comments, but I'm really looking forward to this because it's a very small package. It comes with an FPV camera and all you have to do is add a battery and receiver, so looking forward to building this guy up. Next, I have a new Hubsan to check out now. Hubsan is what got me back into this hobby, so I have to check out the new Hubsans. This one looks interesting though. It's called the X4 Air Pro Waypoints FPV. Now, when I open the box, the only thing that is in here is a quadcopter, so I imagine that the rest is done via a phone. So yeah, look at that. Just open it up and it just looks like the H501S there. So I imagine that's going to connect to a mobile device of some kind, and it's saying it's got waypoints and all sorts of stuff like that. But with it working off a mobile, I can't imagine that it's going to have a huge amount of range, so I'll have to check that out, but excited to check that one out all the same. Then I have got this guy. This is a DIY drone, so it's a very tiny brushed quadcopter, and it comes in a little package like this. You get given a all-in-one camera. We've got a toy grade transmitter, and then when I open it up here, you actually build it yourself, and I quite like the idea of this because, you know, I'm always a fan of building stuff yourself, and this one seems fairly straightforward. So I think that would be a good place to start if you're wanting to get into building your own quadcopters, and it's fairly cheap, so I'll be doing a video on that. And also, speaking of cheap and entry-level stuff, I have the Eachine E010 to check out. Again, This is the one that comes with the FPV camera, and I reckon this could potentially be the cheapest way to get into FPV. You get one of these, which you are given the quadcopter, the transmitter, the FPV camera, and the only thing that you need is a set of goggles, and you could get one of those cheap visor goggles and have a FPV setup for a really cheap amount, probably about maybe even £60, £70, £80, something like that. So I think that is a really good idea. Okay, so next I have this guy to check out. Oh, there's so much work to do, but I absolutely love it. This is the Eachine Flyingfrog Q90. There's so many of these Eachine models, isn't there? And let's just take a quick look at it. But of course, again, I'll be doing a full review of it. So yeah, based on a frog, I guess you would say. It looks like it's got 8mm brushed motors there. We have an FPV cam and also a antenna sticking out the top there, so that should be quite good for crashes. And we have micro lozzy underneath there, and then you can change the top if you want a white frog. Oh, we've got prop protectors, so that's pretty cool if you want to fly it indoors. And oh, it's a 2S as well, so yeah, I'll look forward to checking this one out, definitely. So lastly, I have got this guy. This is the Lantian LT105 Pro. I do actually have more stuff than this, but some of it is not confirmed yet, so I will still have more videos come out. The videos will keep coming because I love making them. So it says here it's 40 grams, it's 8mm motor, so actually very similar specs to the frog that we just looked at. Oh, look at this thing here. This looks smart. So again, yeah, very similar to the frog. We got 2 batteries. It's a 1S this time. Spare props, charger. Looks like a nice package. So I will be checking that out as well. So there you go. That is all my unboxings for now. Hopefully the storm Doris will blow over, if you pardon the pun, and I'll be able to get some of these reviews done. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers.